See you.
Bye.
The freedom and the open. Of course, they're not here as tourists. Sheep have been the mainstay of the Dales economy for centuries. And at one time, there was a thriving cottage industry making garments from their wool.
You've got to talk to each other.
The manufacturing processes, of course, put paid to much of that.
जल्दी तो करो फिर अबे मैं ओते ओते ले ओए
ओके
दो रोल ने
ओके कर देना
मैं तो चाल के चले बच्चा फर्स्टली
ओके बना चलो
हां मोना
10 पौंड पालक ते प्याज ही जी 10 पौंड प्याज भी कर दो ते गाजरा भी दे दो
अभी खीरे भी
अच्छा और खीरे भी अच्छा अच्छे की भेजना जी कमाल है पिछली बारी तुसी भेजे नहीं
Hello.
You slept well, Mr. Frost?
Yes, like a top. Yeah, this room will do me. Better than the section house. Policemen have some very nasty personal habits. Thank you.
मैं तो दसा जी इंग्लैंड ते अपना इंडिया ये सब एक कोई नहीं ते यूरोपियन कंट्री ते इंडिया बराबर ने डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट दा सब तो बड़ा दुश्मन कांगो है ते ए बेईमानी दा सब तो बड़ा जरिया है समझ गए तुसी हां
Feko Nikoru, uni samajta. Come on.
You a hard time, Meredith.
Nothing I can't handle.
Do you think your mate's really in the market for a dishonourable discharge? The army's a dangerous place for territorials who don't know their way around. I'd watch what you do with that big mouth. Yeah. Come on. I'm nice and near. The bloody one stinks and all. Back dinner time. Bring your pizza.
Hello, Diana.
Can't you leave him alone?
Well, you know what us coppers are like for giving young scallywags a talking to when they've been scrumping apples. Or selling jamboree bags of crap.
He doesn't do drugs.
Really? Hope not. Ah, Stephen, I thought you'd given up smoking.
Stephen!
George, downstairs, under the window, drugs.
You will receive 3 exposures of 3 to 5 seconds at 10-second intervals. You will engage the targets with 2 rounds per exposure. Any questions? Meredith, face front! This is a firing range, not a playground. You're thinking again. It takes years to train the regulars not to. You TAs will just have to practice at home. Throw position! Down! Ready! Watch and shoot! Watch and shoot!
Stephen! No one's going to come near the flat. Now just think about what you're doing. Stephen! This is George Doolan. I need to speak to you.
At least let your mum go.
Once I'm on my own, they can do what they like. They can just come in here and shoot me. Please, Stephen.
It's all right now, they won't shoot you. Once you put the gun down, you're safe.
What am I going to do?
Stephen.
Let the gun go.
No.
Once you put the gun down, it's all over.
I said no.
All right, Stephen, all right. Come on. Come on, let me have the gun. Come on, it's all right. You don't want it anymore. Come on, just give it to me. It's going to be all right. I think it's a bloody game.
Two zero.
2-0 receiving. Right, see you later then. Leave it! Hello? Oh, God! Hello? Yeah, sorry, she... Right. I've made up my mind. We do it. All right, Jack?
Yeah, that's all right.
Do you want me to put another officer on the Marston case?
No, I'm fine. Fine.
Well, well done. I know. Well done.
Stephen, we're talking about going inside. Not months, years. illegal possession of a firearm, threatening a police officer. Now, where did you get it?
Told you. I went up to Manchester for a football match a couple of weeks ago, met a bloke in a pub, sold me the gun and half a dozen rounds.
Name of pub, unknown. Name of man, unknown.
I was stoned, right?
Oh, and this often happens in pubs, does it, eh? People just say, you look like you need a gun.
It's no big deal up there. It's urban warfare, isn't it? No one's going to stick a bottle in your face if they know you're tooled up. You get respect.
Look, Stephen, this actually happened. Your mother, me, and you too. We could all be dead. Now, where'd you get it?
Shut it or else. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the or else, do you? Look, if you're going to sit back and take this crap, then I'll... Yeah, you can afford to be a bloody martyr, I can't! You stick my neck out, I'll take yours off!
Standard issue for infantry officers until 1989. Now, you can pick these up anywhere in Eastern Europe for a couple of packets of cigarettes.
Look, can we concentrate, please, everyone? This is a 19-year-old kid who thinks he needs a weapon to flog a few drugs. So all he has to do is to go out and buy one. It's as easy as that.
So there might be others?
Yes. We'll find that out when we know where Marson got his.
If we don't bump into one of his mates down some alley.
Yes, I don't think we need to call in the SAS just yet, Brent, thank you.
You've just said how easy it is to get hold of these guns. Well, kids like Marson, they're just...
All right. If I walked in there with a gun, one of us would have been carried out in a box. Maybe Marson.
His wrist.
Maybe me. Maybe his mother. Maybe some of the neighbours. Maybe one of you. Now, wherever Marson got this gun, it was a lot closer than Manchester. I want to know everywhere he hangs out and who he spends his time with.
Jack.
What?
Armed robbery. Security van.
Anyone hurt?
One of the guards.
All right, come on, let's get on with it. Frost.
Several ways back to Centres on the run. This cuts out the ring road.
All right. The run itself, is it regular?
Yeah, we do it most weeks.
And you didn't have time to call your base, I suppose?
There was a shotgun blast in the window. I don't get paid enough to be a hero. Then he smashed the radio.
All right. Give the rest of the details to this constable here, will you, please? Thanks for your help.
Right.
What about the other one?
Well, it's not as bad as it looks, Jack.
There was no need to hit him.
All right, OK, thank you. Yeah.
But they're going to take him to hospital just the same for an X-ray.
All right, that's fair enough.
You territorials, you weekend warriors, you will advance to contact through the woods, responding to any targets with blank fire. And I'll be with you to see how you score. During the exercise, you will come under live overhead and flanking fire from the regulars. That's live, but only those over 6 meters in height need to worry. And what do? You remember the drill. 2 rounds rapid, down, take cover. You will locate the enemy, you will move forward, you will make good use of the cover. Don't just lie there like slugs. Got it, Richards?
Corporal.
Good. And don't eat the mushrooms. Right. Blank ammunition over there, live ammunition issued here. 3 mags each, move it!
What's Morrison after?
I own for a compass I lost. He's pushing for the cash.
There's no hand-to-hand.
Oh, don't be so bloody stupid!
Get a bloody move on! Ah! You're bloody useless! 2-1 Alpha, ceasefire. Ceasefire. Stop! Stop! Apply safety catches! Close in! Come on, close in, you lot, double in! Right. Basically, good for enthusiasm, but a bloody shambles. You were too bloody slow. And when the targets did appear, half of you shot each other. Ah! Oh, very bloody funny. Get up. And you, Meredith, bloody well get up. Meredith, I'm in no mood for jokes. Get up! Come on, you're in enough trouble as it is.
Swindon last month, Leamington the month before, and I think there was another one. It's all there, Jack. Even down to the smack in the face for no good reason.
Oh, come on, look, he's only got a nosebleed.
441, we're just passing the camp now. Can respond. Who's been shot?
Go on. Go on, then follow him.
Got him? John, can you press on that dress in? Where do you want him stood up? Take 2 minutes to the right. Carry on, right to the end.
Soldier's been shot. Too late for hospital.
Hang about. We're not going anywhere.
Well, there's nothing we can do.
We don't know that yet, do we?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I'm Detective Inspector Frost, Denton CID.
Do you have an appointment?
Do you usually inform people in advance when someone's going to get shot? There you are, all right?
I need to know who you want to see, sir.
Well, after a death, I usually start with the victim. Now, where is he?
I'll have to
Look,
check
I'm not
with...
going to sit here and argue with you. A man's been shot and apparently he's dead. Now, I'm not giving you any password because I'm not playing soldiers. Where's the body?
Medical block. Straight on, first left, then right, sir.
Thank you.
Blank rounds fired, 9 blanks returned, 459 Kemp.
Okay, next!
Lance Corporal Morrison, 867. Cheers.
Donovan, sir. Yes, sir. Major Hull is ready for your call.
Rounds! 40 live rounds fired by the light support weapon, Sarge. 20 live rounds returned.
Hello? Hello? Hello, anybody there? I don't think they declared war and have forgot to tell us, do you?
Gov, we need the CO's permission to come onto Army property.
Do we?
The men firing the light support weapons were highly experienced, sir. No way would they fire live ammunition at the territorials, sir.
The territorials had live ammunition on the range earlier.
It's all accounted for, sir.
A bullet accounted for this man, Meredith. Either it came from a light support weapon, or it came from a territorial buggering about with a live round.
I don't have an explanation, sir.
Find one.
Wishful thinking bringing him in here, wasn't it?
Who are these people, Captain?
I've no idea, sir.
Identify yourselves.
I'm Detective Inspector Frost, Denton CID. Now, how did this happen?
Protocol obliges the police to contact the commanding officer before entering an army camp. I am the commanding officer.
All right. I know who you are, and you know who I am. There you are. That's protocol out of the way. The question was, how did this happen?
Do you have trouble with English, Inspector?
What?
You have no jurisdiction here.
Look, this isn't some brawl in the naffy.
No, it's not. It's a sad and tragic accident, and it's no business of yours. Isn't there enough real crime you're failing to solve?
A dead body with a bullet wound is my business until I'm told otherwise. Now, unless you're a coroner in your spare time, you just won't do.
Get out of here, now, before I have you thrown out.
I don't think so.
You know where the gate is, Inspector?
Do you think Major Harvey is related to Mullet? Jumped up long streak of...
It was an exercise, Jack. A soldier was shot. The Major's right. It's probably not our concern.
Yeah, but it's still a shooting.
And it's winding you up.
Yes, of course it is. I had to face a kid with a pistol this morning. The fact that nobody got killed has got more to do with my horoscope than it has to do with the way we're policing Denton. Then we've had an armed robbery with sawn-off shotguns, and then some TA who's no older than Marson gets himself shot playing soldiers. I mean, look, guns are for killing you. Chuck them about and someone's going to get shot. I've had nothing but guns since I got up this morning. That's not to mention a police station full of detectives who all want to join the club and get themselves tooled up like Arnold, what's his name?
We know how he died. He was shot.
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to sign the death certificate.
Do we need a more senior medical officer?
It's not a question of competence, sir. There's going to have to be a post-mortem. That means getting one of the Denton pathologists involved. We can keep the body in one of the meat freezers here.
His parents are already on the way up here. What do you recommend? It was an accident. We're going to carve your son up anyway.
I think the bullet is still in the body. Obviously, it will help with the investigation.
All right. But I'm going to have to call the Provost Marshal's office. We're going to have to get one of those special investigation pods in. As soon as we can get this report in, the sooner we can get this thing out of the way. But I want it made absolutely clear that this accident casts no aspersions on the actual running of the camp. Do you know the parents?
No, sir. But apparently the father's a retired NCO.
Thank God for that. Good, he'll know the form. The last thing we want is some hysterical family dragging the army through the courts.
Just the money. It's a van off the road. How long are you going to keep it? Leave it!
Depends what we find, Mr. Scully.
Well, you won't find anything. They cleaned it out.
You'll be surprised what our forensic people could come up with.
4 robberies in 2 months, and now me. How many more do they need?
You think it's the same thief?
Don't you people read the papers?
Dear, oh dear. I'll bring my super down here. He thinks I'm the only human being in the world who can survive in such chaos. Well, that's when he thinks of me as a human being at all, eh?
I've got an insurance claim to fill in. What about this van?
You'll be very pleased to know that Mr. James and Mr. Chaplin are both all right. I expect the shock of all this has pushed them from your mind.
Oh, well, yeah, good. They weren't hurt. That's the main thing.
Yes. Now, the last contact was made about, what, an hour before the radio was put out of action. Did you think about contacting them at all?
Oh, it's my fault! Great!
I'm just trying to get a clear picture. It might help all of us. It might even help you get on the right side of your insurance assessors.
It's a milk run. You don't expect anything.
What? Despite what you people read in the papers? Hmm?
I think those fish have got the measure of you.
I got a couple of perch.
Oh, exactly.
It was all right today.
Fine.
He's worked for Denton Security for nearly 15 years. I don't think they've ever had a rob.
Hey, let me take the tray.
No, I couldn't let you do that.
Yes, of course you could. Come on. It's not often you get a policeman in your house, is it? Might as well get your money's worth.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, I'm glad to see you've settled in, George. Yeah, come on, do the honours of the tea, will you? Yeah.
Mr. Frost, I hope you're going to let me do something in my own house.
Actually, I think it would be better if I spoke to your husband on his own, Mrs. James, if you don't mind.
Just in case I bash myself over the head and stuff the cash in my boots, honey.
You hear that, George? Search his boots. After you poured the tea.
Oh.
If you don't mind. Thanks very much. We won't be long.
Okay.
No, thank you. Oh. Oh, what's this then? Who are these? Your grandchildren, are they?
Yeah. Harry and Julie.
Look, I just want you to take me through your day. Anything that you remember. You know, your pickups. Anything that was even usual, unusual. And then we'll talk about the robbery. Okay?
Sergeant Donovan, sir.
Gather you've managed to shoot a territorial. Very careless, Sergeant.
Major Harvey, Captain Carlyle, SIB.
Ah, Captain, this is fast work. Yes, I'm rather busy at the moment. Perhaps we can meet up in,
Yes, I don't even know what I'm getting into here, sir.
It's an accident, Captain. Tragic and unfortunate one. I'm sure you'll quickly ascertain the facts.
The sooner I get down to it, the sooner I can finish. Death calls for a fairly urgent response, sir.
Yes, well, I'm sure we can rearrange. Carry on. Say half an hour. In the meantime, any facilities?
Well, a place to change in would be good. Sooner I'm out of bloody uniform. He's looking for a nice, neat package. No fault, no blame.
Everybody at the camp's very shaken, sir.
Especially a major who's up for promotion. I like to know who I'm dealing with.
Well, anything new on Marston?
Well, we're working through the people he could have been buying the drugs from. They're being as cooperative as you'd expect.
Mm-hmm. Friends?
Doesn't seem to have any. He's either in watching telly or out flogging drugs.
Oh, he's a nice ordinary lad then, is he?
Kids are afraid of him. The gun was new, but he has been seen with a knife.
I see.
Shouldn't we be armed?
We're trying to find out where Marston bought his pistol. It's not the gunfight at the OK Corral. And when I said I was worried about guns getting into the hands of kids in Denton, that included the police canteen.
You say there's no exit wound?
That's right.
Well, ballistics should be able to ID the gun. If we can't provide Major Harvey with a no one to blame at all result, someone to clap a negligent discharge job on will do him very nicely.
Ah, there you are, sir.
You're familiar with these other armed robberies?
Yes, I've already been chastised by Mr. Scully. He reckons I ought to read a newspaper now and again.
Regional Crime Squad's been sending out this information for months.
Yeah, I know. If I read every piece of paper that landed on my desk, I'd never be able to get out from behind it. Do you know it's the rainforests that I worry about?
Quiet road. Security van disabled in the same way. Shotguns used to scare the guards. 2 men and the descriptions.
Yeah, I know.
That Scully's very nervous. He doesn't give a stuff what's happened to his 2 blokes. Keeps waffling on about insurance. He's worried about something, though. Hey, what do you reckon about Chaplin and James?
Ordinary blokes.
I didn't mean that. I meant about their statements.
Oh, it's very clear.
Very similar.
Well, it should be. Look, Jack, I think I've got to get off.
You're going to leave that, are you?
I think I am, yeah.
Right.
I'm late enough as it is. I said I would be back by 8.
You ought to have a look round, you know. Go and have a look at the kitchens. See how they cook this. Good.
Home, Gov. I'll have to remind myself where it is.
All right. Good night.
I read in the paper. The boy with the gun.
Yeah. I wish I could say it wasn't all in a day's work. It is. Must be old age, you know. I keep looking back to the days that I knew were bloody grim and keep thinking it must be better than some of this.
That is the land of lost content. I see it shining plain, the happy highways where I went and cannot come again. A.E. Houseman.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's a fight, Mr. Frost.
Better call the police.
Police no below. Someone will be hurt.
Yeah. You know the problem with that is when you get 2 blokes knocking hell out of each other, as soon as a policeman appears, they suddenly realise what close mates they are, and then they start knocking 7 shades of sugar out of you. My old sergeant used to say, don't get involved. He said, walk round the block a couple of times. Those were the days. Right.
On there!
Bastard, next time I see you!
Shut up! For your own sake, shut up! Now, what's all this about?
Well done, Constable. Just beat me to it.
Inspector.
Never could run on a full stomach.
Well, am I going to get an answer?
Yeah, my mate was killed today. Shot by some scumbag squad. He ain't got the balls to own up to it. John said someone wanted to do him, but they bloody did. John was a moody bugger. A bit of a loner. Never said boo to a goose most of the time. I feel I've got on the wrong side of him. Like, I don't know what happened. John was scared about something.
Did he say that?
He was having a drink a couple of days ago. He said someone wanted to do him some damage.
Yeah, it's a long way from shooting him, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Could be a wind-up went wrong, I suppose.
Who would want to cover it up?
Squaddies won't finger 'em, mate. Suits everyone if it's down to territorial cock-up. Well, it weren't. I mean, the live ammo had to come from one of the light supports positions. It's that simple.
Inspector?
Yes?
He is under arrest.
Yes, I know that, Stan. Look, I can't keep you from the cell any longer. I tell you what, though, can you do me a favour? Could you, draw me a map of where everyone was, just roughly, at the time your mate went down?
It's not easy.
No, no. I won't hold you to it.
Sarge was expecting 2 prisoners half an hour ago. I've got one downstairs finishing off a Vindaloo, and this one up here doing sketch maps. If I don't get the...
Yeah, all right, Stan. Take him as Somoza. It's never known to fail.
Do we get a discount?
I don't know, ask Saeed.
It's funny, that spate of thefts from a section house fridge stopped just like that after you left. Bit of a mystery.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's one less crime to push up the crime statistics, isn't it? Go on, get going. Did you say that Meredith had words with someone before he was shot?
Yeah, Neil Morrison. One of the regulars in charge of one of the light support weapons. Said there's about a compass he'd lost. I mean, if you lose equipment, you've got to make it up somehow. Morrison had some access to stores. He nicked a bit of stuff.
I see. Is that all?
Yeah, but afterwards, I don't know, the way Morrison looked. I mean, he was upset, yeah, like we all were, but... it was more than that. He looked bloody terrified.
I think they'll have something better to fight over than a dead mate.
Squaddies need as much reason to fight as pit bull terriers.
Well, I'm glad that the defence of our country is in such capable hands. Any news?
Special Investigation Branch officers on board now.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
A Captain Carlyle. You know him?
No, not yet.
Oh, insurance come through on the house?
You what?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't on last night. Indian takeaway for the whole relief.
Oh, no, that was nothing to do with me. That was courtesy of the proprietor of the Indian restaurant. I think he's trying to boost his takeaway trade. Oh, well, leave you to it. See you later.
See ya.
Ah, Jack.
Ah, there you are, sir.
I've had rather an odd complaint about you.
Oh, well, he didn't take long, did he?
Well, the man's got his responsibilities, you know.
He's certainly got his little empire.
I'm astonished, Jack. I don't know what the canteen manager's done to you, but I can't believe a senior officer would behave so childishly.
What?
They had to throw away most of last night's meals because you flooded the place with Indian food.
Ah, there was nothing...
Now, if this is some idea of a joke, well, the canteen has to pay its way like everything else, you know.
There was nothing to do with me, sir. That was Saeed. He's the proprietor of the local Indian restaurant.
Yes, well, it's just not good enough. The canteen manager's very upset and he's convinced you did it.
Oh, all right, all right. I'll apologise to him. All right?
Good. Jack. I pride myself on running a happy station.
Yes.
We all have our part to play.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Yes. À l'amicale.
How long are you keeping him for?
Till he stops telling us a pack of lies.
I didn't know about it. The drugs, let alone the gun.
Come on, he's been done twice for the possession of marijuana. Crack should be no surprise. Anyway, it was damn lucky a police marksman didn't put a bullet in his back. If you want to protect Stephen, you remind him that the only way that a policeman will be pointing a gun at him is when he's pointing one at someone else. His friends might not be so particular.
As soon as you find the bullet, then.
Whatever we find, you'll see.
Where did you keep the body?
In the meat freezer. I'm afraid it's all we had available. Is there something wrong?
Only the temperature. Fine for a side of beef, but a little cold for a cadaver. We'll have to let him thaw out. They're still serving breakfast?
Yep, should be.
Excellent.
I don't think Brent and Stevenson have done very well on their list of Marston's friends and where he went. Why don't you get onto it, eh? You know, the cash, the pubs, video hire shops, anywhere he went.
Okay, but what about the robbery?
Well, let me know what forensic has thrown up so far. Or find out about this radio business, will you? You know, the blind spot. I'll see Chaplin and James again later. I'm on my way to the army camp, but you don't know where I am.
Jack, Major Harvey will do his pieces. And that means mullet.
I know, I'm going to sell tickets.
Oh, I thought... Jeez, I really thought...
Emily.
Scully phoned me this morning.
He just wants to know how long I'm going to be at work.
It's the insurance he's worried about.
Well, you said it'd have to be convincing.
It is.
Any more convincing, you'd have taken me bloody head off.
Good afternoon.
Who are you?
I'm Detective Inspector Frost, Denton CID.
Frost!
Yes, that's right.
And what the hell are you doing here?
Well, I was hoping to do my job, but someone's made a right pig's ear of this marking out. I don't know why they didn't do the job properly and drive a couple of tanks through it.
Major Harvey told me about you.
Ah, Special Investigation Branch, yeah?
That's right. Carlisle.
Yeah.
This is my pig's ear. It's also my investigation. I don't know how you got onto the camp, but if being thrown off once didn't make the point, I'll be happy to arrange for you to be thrown off again.
Yes, why not? You certainly know what you're doing. Scene of the crime completely destroyed.
What crime is that exactly? I'm investigating an accident here.
You may have orders about what you're investigating. Me, you see, I like to make up my own mind.
My investigation, I said. Not Major Harvey's. And certainly not yours.
You know what I think? I think that Major Harvey would like this all wrapped up in a nice, neat little ribbon and dropped in the no further action required file. Tell you something. Great pity the body was moved.
Look, I don't have to get on with anyone at this camp, and that includes Major Harvey. But one thing we will see eye to eye on is that this is army business.
Very cosy.
Get out of my way and get off the camp. By the time the Provost Marshal's office has been onto your Chief Superintendent, you'll be lucky if he lets you direct the traffic.
You know what? I'm not very good at directing traffic. But I'm a bloody good detective. But next time I'll expect an invitation.
Sloppy work.
Let's hear about John Meredith.
He was poking his nose in. Something you'd like to say about Meredith?
No.
Because if you have anything to offer up, I'm sure Captain Carlyle would be fascinated to know what you and Meredith were up to.
Who are you?
I'm Jack Frost.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Frost.
It's all right. I wanted a quick word with your husband.
Well, he should be back any time now. I just popped out for a bit.
He says he's Jack Frost.
Harry, I told you to sit up at the table with Julie.
Can I come in? Thank you.
Are you coming to tea too?
Well, only in a supervisory capacity.
Mr. Frost's a policeman. He's going to find the people who robbed Grandad's van.
Doesn't look like a policeman.
Harry?
Well, that's because I'm in disguise.
That's what killed Meredith. It should have gone straight through him. Stopped by the bone.
Well, that looks like a 7.62 to me.
So?
The SA-80s take a standard 5.56. This bullet wasn't fired by any rifle on the exercise.
Thank you. Good girl.
I did have a uniform once, but they said that I didn't look like a policeman in that either. So I thought, well, I'll become a detective then instead. All right, tuck in, everyone.
Oh, that sounds like him now.
Hello, Grandad.
Where have you been? I told Mr. Frost you'd only be 5 minutes.
I just, thought I'd get some air.
I'm sorry to trouble you. It's just, I wanted to clear up a couple of things.
No nearer finding them?
No, not really. It's a bit like fishing, though, isn't it? Sooner or later, you get a bite.
This is Barry Hockey. He works with us at Denton Security.
Oh, the third musketeer, eh? Huh. So you three are usually on the van together, eh?
That's right. I should have been there too. I'm using up some holiday.
I see. Only I was just wondering if, you know, anything else had occurred to you, because sometimes things come back to you, you know, when you've got over the shock.
Nothing particular.
No, we've been trying to forget about it today.
Yeah, well, of course, that's understandable, isn't it?
Aren't you stopping for a cup of tea?
No, I've got to catch my bus.
Really? Where are you going? Going into town?
Walpole Estate.
That's all right. I go right past there. I'll give you a lift. Come on, sit down and have a cup of tea. Great, this.
Sorry to disturb you.
There's a dress code in the mess, Captain. I wouldn't describe it as rigid. Do you know, on an ordinary evening? Well, I think you might just scrape by in the naffy.
Thought you might like to know I've just been talking to the coroner's office. Meredith's death will be regarded as suspicious.
Well, doubtless the completion of your investigation will establish that it isn't.
I'm not sure that it will.
Gentlemen, dinner is served.
Have you seen that on page 3? Traces of fish scales. Fish scales.
It's odd, isn't it?
Check with forensic, just in case they've got, you know, the cartridge mixed up with the cat's dinner.
Oh, good night, sir. Good night, Gov.
Good night, George. Just chasing up a few loose ends on the armed robbery, sir.
I'm late as it is. We can talk on the way out. My officers do not enter a military establishment without first asking the CO. Those are the rules, you know that perfectly well. From now on, you will keep out of Captain Carlyle's way. I fully expect Major Harvey to make a complaint to the Chief Constable.
A man's been shot and killed. He deserves far more attention than a couple of military policemen playing detectives.
Regional Crime Squad are screaming for the file on the armed robbery. I want some movement on the Marson case. The public know there are guns in army camps. It's the guns on the streets they want reassurance about.
I called the station. They said you'd be here.
Fancied a curry?
Not exactly.
You'll be pleased to know that your Major Harvey's been in touch with my superintendent. Don't worry. Traffic in Denton's safe. For the moment.
I'm not here because I want to be, Inspector. The bullet that killed Private Meredith. 7.62. Russian. Which means it wasn't fired by any of the regulars or the territorials. I can't even be sure it was fired from inside the camp. There's one other 7.62 bullet which I found lodged in a tree, close to where Meredith was shot.
So you think the shot was fired outside the camp?
It's a possibility, that's all.
Oh, come on. If you thought that it was fired inside the camp, you'd have turned the place inside out to nail someone before you come here with an olive branch. Anyway, the second bullet tells it more definitely, I'd say.
I don't think you're going to find an army camp an easy place to work, Inspector. If you want to go your own way...
Just remember who the policeman is. Anything you get comes to me. You don't go round me.
We pool what we get.
We could be talking about murder, which puts the jurisdiction right back where it belongs, with me. Saeed, 2 more onion barges, please. On the captain. I'll be as brief as I can.
I don't know what it's got to do with the police. It's an army matter.
There's some doubt about the death now. It's unlikely that your son was killed as a result of an accident.
What do you mean?
A preliminary post-mortem shows that the bullet that killed John could not have been fired by an army rifle.
The Major said it was an accident.
I know this is a very painful time for you, Mr. Meredith, and for you, Mrs. Meredith. But do you think that someone might have deliberately wanted to kill or injure your son?
Of course not.
I mean, did he talk of any trouble? Did anyone threaten him? That's just for something for you to think about, really. It would help me a lot if I could get an overall picture of John. You know, what he was like. What did he do with his time? Where did he go who were his friends. Obviously, I know about the TA.
Nothing's going to bring him back to life.
I don't think you understand, Mr. Meredith.
I understand that John died doing something worthwhile. And that's the part of his life that I want to remember.
He doesn't mean it. He's never been strong. Not with what matters. He was a sergeant. It's a different kind of strength. All that shouting at people.
Will you talk to me about John?
I've got nothing to say to you! Oh!
You'll be missing me. I can see it. So, what's your light up to at the Nick?
I don't know why it's so hard to say. Not now. Maybe if we'd said it, John was, he was a homosexual. It doesn't sound much, does it? Not now he's dead.
And do you think this may have something to do with his death?
No. I'm just trying to explain why why my husband can't, I think I knew. Years ago. When he was little. Somewhere inside. I think he tried very hard. For us, not for himself. There were girlfriends. One especially. He hurt her a great deal. Our fault.
When did he tell you?
I suppose, 3 months ago. He'd met this man, a soldier, and he'd fallen in love with him. John joined the TA because of his dad, you see. He was never going to go into the army, but he thought the TA would please Richard.
What about this man?
John said this was it. Now he'd met someone he loved. He couldn't go on pretending anymore, so he told Richard that he was gay, and he was going to tell everyone. Family, friends.
And this, coming out never happened?
He was still adamant. But he fell out with this man. I never met him, but I know that he came to the house once. I was out, and I found John crying. Neil was his name. Neil, Morrison, I think. John said that he'd come round to get some letters back. And they'd had a terrible row. John said that he'd fallen. But he hadn't. He'd been hit in the face. Hard.
Morrison, stand up!
What is this?
Shut up. Open your locker.
Do it! Now!
I bet you were teacher's pet on the nature table, weren't you?
Might as well hand the case over in a decent state.
Yeah. What happened about the fish scales?
Fish scales?
The fish scales that were on the door handle and the cartridge of the shotgun. I asked you about them last night.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, oh, yeah? Regional Crime Squad would have pulled in every fishmonger within 100 miles by now.
All right, get on to forensic. I want to know what sort of fish they were. Also, get out the Ordnance Survey maps and mark up every fishable river within 20-mile radius of the hold-up. Also, I want background on Chaplain James and their mate Hockey. See if they were close to anyone else in the firm. Oh, and give Scully a hard time. He's holding something back, I know he is. I'm going to be in the army camp. By invitation.
The letters. Hot stuff.
I said wait.
For what?
He was a witness. Now he's a very hostile witness. Not helpful at all.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left! Mark! Time! Halt! Right! Turn!
You know I didn't shoot anybody.
I hope not. You're out of the army, and it can be easy or hard. You try and pull me down, and I'll make sure you get a spell in Colchester before you go. You'll be lucky to get out with your balls still on.
So how often, Mr. Scully, would your blokes be carrying 25 grand on this run?
Oh, I don't know, it's half that normally.
Well-informed thieves, eh?
I know. That's why they're running rings around you.
Chaplain James and Hockey. They always work together?
Oh, I see, they did it now.
My inspector always looks for an inside job first. Now, personally, I think he's barking up the wrong tree, but he doesn't often get it wrong. And I suppose it would help if he felt you were telling him the truth, Mr. Scully.
Me?
You see, he thought you were behaving a bit oddly. Now, I don't know, I wasn't here.
I'd just had a van held up. Look, I'm selling Denton Security. It's not exactly the deal of the century, but with the property, I don't need to nick 25 grand from my own van. I'm still fixing the price.
Wheels within wheels.
They don't want the workforce. And my accountant's found a way round redundancy payments. No one knows here, so you can see why I want to keep a lid on it.
Hiya.
Oh, yeah. What are the police doing?
They're not. But they're not doing it here.
They want to look at more photos.
They've no reason to suspect you. We've all been honest citizens all our lives. That's a lot of credit. They won't even think about us. All we've got to do is sit tight and wait. The only real skill is patience.
We're going to stay here all day.
Somewhere important to go?
They're searching outside the camp. What's that about?
That's where the shot was fired.
They saying it wasn't an accident?
Sod off, will you?
homosexual relationship with Meredith!
No, sir!
I've read the bloody letters!
There was no physical relationship!
And there are fairies at the bottom of my garden! Morrison, the question is not whether you can save your career, but whether you're up for bloody murder!
Excuse me? Captain?
Interview suspended, 13:39 hours. Inspector Frost and Captain Carlyle leaving the room.
This is my investigation, my interview. I don't do hard man, soft man. I don't play games. You know, your turn, my turn.
It's going to do him no harm to know where he stands as far as the army's concerned.
Telling a bloke he's out whatever happens is no recipe for cooperation.
No point pretending he's up for bloody promotion.
Looking for puffs went out of my job years ago. I'm only interested in finding out about Meredith. Now, the shot came from outside the camp. And we know that Morrison didn't fire the gun. All right?
Who's in charge here? Police or SIB?
I'm in charge of this investigation.
Then I'm talking to you. They look after their own.
All right, Morrison.
Ask Sergeant Donovan about John. Yeah. He wanted to come out. About me paying Donovan to keep quiet. I'm not the only gay doing it either. I've paid her $3 grand in 2 years.
It is part of your job to look for signs of homosexuality?
Investigation of dishonourable conduct is down to SIB, sir.
That's right.
Come on, we're not talking about dishonourable conduct. The bloke was being very discreet.
Dishonourable conduct is the general term in Queen's regs that a homosexual would be discharged under.
Oh, I see. So you don't have to dance across the parade ground in a tutu with a carnation stuck between your teeth. Queen's regulations is about right.
I don't make military law.
No. So you would report any suspicions you had?
Yes.
What about Meredith? Did you notice anything about him?
I hardly knew him. He was a territorial.
Morrison says you threatened him.
Lance Corporal Morrison is flinging crazy allegations around.
Yes, I know the feeling. We get it all the time. Usually it's about beating people up in cells. Those were the days.
I object to being treated as a suspect.
No one's accusing you, Sergeant Donovan.
Someone has to ask the questions. Thank you very much, Sergeant Donovan.
Morrison's out to do someone.
Yes, he said you'd say that. Look, considering you've got carte blanche to search anywhere the mood takes you, why don't you go and take a look at Sergeant Donovan's stuff?
We know exactly where she was when Meredith was shot. This is a waste of time.
I think it could be very embarrassing for Major Harvey if I have to go and get a search warrant. Also, I want to interview all the soldiers who were on that exercise. Regulars as well as territorials.
I've got all their statements already.
So I know, but other people never seem to ask the right sort of questions. Right, you round them up, I'll do the detecting.
I want Morrison put on a charge as soon as possible. What the hell's going on?
Well, the investigation
It's turning into a
started.
shambles, Captain. Now, if SIB were doing their job properly, none of these perverts would even be in the army.
Hardly a priority, is it?
I decide on the priorities in my own camp, Inspector. Doesn't include letting you loose on one of Sergeant Donovan's men.
This is a murder inquiry, not a list of people who to be nice to.
We now know Meredith was shot by someone outside the perimeter fence. We know it was a puff. I suggest, why don't you go and look in one of Denton's public conveniences? It's probably the work you're used to. I've had territorials and soldiers hanging about all morning. You know, I assume they are going to be interviewed before the day is out.
Just about to start, Major. Sorry about the disruption. Still, good job there's not a war on.
Regarding police interviews, sir.
On our way, you can give us a bloody lift.
We have one soldier missing, sir.
Missing?
AWOL. Corporal Devonish.
In charge of the exercise.
So I know. So, all present and correct.
James and Chaplin have both been with Denton Security for over 15 years. Hockey's been there for 6. He's been a river warden, bookkeeper, filing clerk, that sort of thing. Been made redundant twice.
Mm-hmm. What about the fish scales?
Perch.
Really? Thought there might have been a mullet. Hockey's about to be made redundant yet again. Those three are going to find it very difficult to get a new job at their age. What's the financial situation?
Well, James has got a house that's worth 10,000 less than he paid for it. He's had mortgage problems for years.
Really? Mm. What about Hockey?
There's no obvious signs of financial difficulties. His wife's very ill, though. Semi-invalid.
Really? Ah, what about Marson?
Nothing from him, sir.
Have you talked to him again?
No, he's too frightened.
All right, magistrates tomorrow.
We're not going to have any trouble opposing bail, sir?
No. We're going to let him go anyway. Now, we're taking you before the magistrate this morning. I'm sure you're...
Yeah, I know the form. I'll be reminded.
You won't. You'll be let out on bail. On account of your cooperation.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that I'm going to let it be known that I'm no longer looking for anyone that might have sold you a gun, because you have already told me who it is.
I haven't told you anything.
I know. It's a lie. But this bloke, whoever he is, that you'd rather go inside for rather than grass up, he doesn't know that.
You can't do that. Mr. Frost, you'll bloody kill me! He's a maniac! He'll kill me!
Alpha Bravo 2-4 from Control receiving over.
Frost receiving over.
The ARV is on site.
We don't need them. Where are they anyway? Over.
Vehicle is a grey Vauxhall Cavalier Index Golf 466 Mike Whiskey uniform. Over.
Yes, I have them. Frost out. All right, Andy. Put those things away, will you? Sir. Just leave this to me.
Sir.
Give me that cap you got in the back.
Sir.
Just keep your eye on me, all right?
Can I help you, sir?
I'm interested in restraints.
Oh, what kind? Leather? Chains? Cuffs?
Well, what you got in the way of, cuffs?
Latest police issue. Simple.
Oh, just like that, is it? Just go like that? Simple. So are you. You're nicked.
Forensic are going to be looking at it tonight, Jack.
The fourth man. Chaplin and James reckon they saw this bloke take part in the robbery.
He's working late. He should be here soon.
Oh, that's okay, my love. We only came in for a chat. You see, sometimes there are odd things that happen in the days leading up to a robbery.
If you want to wait.
Yes, why not? Oh, I'll tell you what, Mrs. Hockey. My sergeant here is gasping for a cup of tea. Do you mind if he puts the kettle on?
I can do most things, Inspector. Making tea isn't a problem.
Oh, all right, thanks very much.
Would you like a biscuit?
Oh, yes. Chocolate one would be nice. I'm sorry, Mrs. Hockey, I won't be able to stay for tea after all. I've just remembered something rather important. Sergeant, come with me.
Hockey was fishing. Below Denton Weir.
I bet he was. Knows these rivers like the back of his hand. What time would it take to get from the weir to the area of the robbery?
Well, if you had a van hidden, 15 minutes.
Then he had a shotgun. He was a river warden. Of course, he would have seen all the films, wouldn't he? You know what he would have done? Sawn down the barrel. You find where they dumped the van, that's where you'll find the shotgun. I'd start with the river area, if I were you, upstream and downstream. Well, you make a day of it. Very, very nice. Day by the river, make some sandwiches. Take the boys and girls with you.
They're all on the Marson gun.
Oh, give Marson a rest.
You enjoying your meal?
As ever, Saeed. As ever. Well, a bit empty again in here tonight, isn't it?
Yes, very quiet.
Oh, never mind. Maybe when the pubs turn out, eh?
I hope so.
Steady away, lad.
You okay, Steve?
All right, Sarge, yeah.
Well done.
What do you want for tea?
Anything? So long as it's not fish.
Of course you do.
Only if it's from a fish shop and doesn't taste of mud.
He could have killed someone.
If you can't handle a gun, keep clear.
Oh, you can you? You can handle a gun.
Of course I bloody can. I've done plenty of shooting in my time, target stuff. But I don't own a gun, not one that can be used. You had all those replicas checked yet?
Why do you think Steve Marson told me that he took that gun from a storeroom in your shop?
He's got to say something, hasn't he?
Why that?
He's been in my shop. I don't suppose he'd know a real pistol from a replica if you hit him over the head with it.
You spoke to Mrs. Marson yesterday, didn't you?
Well, I heard about Steve. I knew she was in trouble. Look, we went out together for a bit. It's over, but you don't turn your back on people when they're in the shit.
When I spoke to Mrs. Marston, she told me that you'd threatened her.
I've got no reason to. She told me to sod off. I took the hint. You can only put out a hand.
You're facing some very serious accusations, Mr. Cavendish. The penalties for dealing in illegal firearms are very severe. Think about it.
Replicas. Duds. That's all you'll find.
We've got the van. Your fingerprints will be on it. Somewhere. We traced it to the car auctions at Stockport, where you bought it. We've got the shotgun. We'll match it to the iron filings that we found in your workshop. And your friends have told us all what happened.
Honesty's a hard habit to break. I promised my wife I'd get her a dialysis machine at home, so she didn't have to keep going into hospital. She hates it. I never was going to have the money. Like everything else I've ever promised her. I never quite delivered.
If it'd been a bit sloppier, they might have got away with it. She was too neat. That was hockey, that was. You know, tidy mind, everything got to be just right. He took them through their statements so many times, they all sounded the same.
What do you think they'll get?
Oh, I don't know. They'll go away for a while. Not for long. But for those three, if they've got anything left to believe in, spell inside, we'll finish it off. Don't you just wish sometimes that you could just say, well, thanks for the confession, lads. You know, don't be naughty, just go away, don't do it again. You know? And everything will be all right. No, we couldn't do that. What would we do if we did, eh? Do you know something? There's a smell about illness Not illness itself. Just a smell. When we went into Hockey's house, it was there. It was how my house smelt. You know, when... And afterwards. And it never went away. And now I'm living in a room over an Indian restaurant, and it still hasn't gone away.
Morning, Inspector.
Morning. You're looking very cheerful for a man who's lost one of his main witnesses.
Devenish was picked up last night.
Oh, right. That's good work from someone.
He's got a sister just outside Preston. I faxed his picture up to your mates in Lancashire. Very predictable, Squaddies.
I hope you haven't questioned him.
He's all yours.
Good. Did you search his room?
Yeah. Carefully taped to the back of the locker. Russian. Pick him up on any street corner in Eastern Europe. Men here who served in Berlin with the UN in Bosnia.
Do you know that's exactly the same sort of pistol that was pointing at me last week? Thank you. So, 2 Russian pistols and a bullet from a Russian-made automatic rifle in John Meredith. We're a long way from Moscow.
I brought it back from Berlin. Souvenir. Didn't even have any ammo.
And you'll be surprised to know that an identical weapon with ammunition was discovered in Denton just 3 days ago.
They're not hard to get.
Harder than that. The serial numbers are just less than 100 digits apart.
So what?
Not gay by any chance, are you, Corporal?
Do me a favour.
Captain Carlyle and I are still waiting for an explanation for your disappearing act. Now, if it's got nothing to do with John Meredith's death, then what was the pressing engagement?
Corporal Devenish declines to answer.
John Meredith was killed by a bullet from a Russian-made rifle.
Come on, I was inside the perimeter fence. I didn't even have a weapon on me.
Do you know a man called Jerry Cavendish? Lives in Denton?
No.
Well, that's strange. Because some of your mates tell me that you've been seen drinking with a man who answers his description.
Maybe. I'm not that fussy who I drink with.
Judging by the position the killer was in when the shot was fired, you'd have to have considerable skill to have hit Meredith. And you were all in camouflage. Very difficult to identify anyone, even with a telescopic rifle. You were quite near Meredith, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes. Because you was a referee. You had a white armband on. Something to aim at. You know what I've been thinking? I've been thinking that supposing he was trying to kill you, and when he realised he'd shot the other bloke, he'd just give up, wouldn't he? Either that, or he'd leave it and try again another day.
I thought it was an accident. till I found out about the rifle. I sold 3 rifles to Jerry Cavendish. I got a few guns out of Berlin. I sold them to him. I needed money. He gave me a couple of grand up front. I didn't realize he was selling them on. I wasn't into that. Then he started getting heavy. That bullet was meant for me.
So he just took it in his head to shoot you, didn't he?
He's a nutter. Gun films, stupid gun magazines. It's all he thinks about. So in his head, he's a crack shot in his head. He said, if I let him down, he'd have me, wound me. Just to make the point that he could do it. I didn't believe him.
Have you any idea where those guns are hidden?
Right, I can go then.
Gerald Cavendish, I'm arresting you for the murder of John Meredith. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when being questioned something which you wish to rely on in court later. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Bastards!
Oh, no! Yeah, I know how you feel. I can't get on with a new caution either.
Land of hope and glory!
Well, you'd better get on with it, then, Captain. This whole thing, it's
Well, thank you, Major Harvey, for your cooperation. I'll be back and forth for a while. Still a few things to clear up.
I look forward to the moment when you won't be coming back and forth, Inspector. Very much.
You off, sir?
Not quite. Something else has come up.
That'll make Major Harvey's day.
Oh, it has. And mine.
Captain Carlyle can't bear the thought of our separation after such a rewarding relationship, so we're going to be investigating allegations of blackmail against you, Sergeant. And I don't think Morrison was the only victim.
Carry on.
Well, it's not going to look good in the papers. Bad news for the Major's promotion.
No skin off my nose how much Major Harvey's embarrassed. I've got no more time for prats like him than you. But I am a soldier, and if there's a bad smell in the army, it's my job to clean it up. You prove how clever you are on your own patch, and this is mine. And I'd rather do it without the newspapers, and not for the bloody Major's sake.
Well, you're no different from him. Protecting the army is all that matters.
Maybe there's nothing worth protecting in your life. I'm not ashamed that there is in mine.
Just wait there.
What are you in for?
Drunk in charge of a war memorial.
Attention!
Only thing I ever wanted to do.
Yes. And I'm sorry.
Don't be. Puffs are expendable. One less to worry about. Like John Meredith. He was only there to try and please his father. And his father probably thinks getting himself shot was the best thing he ever did. It's just a pity he had to draw attention to Sergeant Donovan's little scam along the way. Unreliable sod to the last. I did care about him. Anyway, it's all over for me. I'll be thrown out in a couple of weeks. Dishonourable conduct. That's what they call it.
You knew the rules?
Yeah. I had a mate who knew them too. He was the only man I ever really loved. That make you laugh?
No, I'm not laughing.
He was blown into 15 pieces by a landmine in the Gulf War. I know it was 15, they picked them all up. I didn't ask him whether he slept with men at the time.
Gentlemen. The Queen.
The Queen.
Even quieter tonight.
No. Sadly. We rely very much on trade from pubs.
All right.
People are, well, a little raucous at times. All very jolly for the most part. Unfortunately, the news that Inspector Frost is renting a room has put off these customers.
End of the week.
It's very understanding of you, Mr. Frost.
Hola, dijer.
Hágalo ahí.
Yeah. Hola, dijer.